Hello, everyone, and good morning. Welcome back to the Be Rich podcast. It's me, Vinod, here. I hope you had a wonderful break, a long weekend. Those of you who managed to get the day off, I hope you're recharged and reset to enter your work day. So, being that, I thought we'd talk about something interesting today, which is called problem solving. A lot of us, I think all of us, have some kind of problems that crop up in life now and then. And how do we go about solving it? So, I thought I'll talk about a strategy, which is very famous. It's called the 4S, and it ties in nicely with yesterday's video about obstacle being the way. So obstacles are nothing but problems, and we all of us would like some solutions. So how to systematically solve big problems? This is from a guy who was formerly working in McKinsey as a senior partner, and he formed this framework which he used professionally and personally, and gave him confidence. So he's sharing it. It's about tackling any problem. So the most important thing, understanding the problem. Of spending time and defining what the problem is before you consider any solution. He says fast thinking often leads to jumping to conclusions without fully understanding the problem. So take a moment and really understand your problem. Experts sometimes get trapped in their own expertise, and this has happened. There's a quote from Albert Einstein which underscores the value of defining a problem. Sometimes you're such an expert and you have so much experience and you know what you're doing and you've done this so many times, but you don't realize this is the one time where it's different. And that you would only understand if you take the time and take a step back and really understand your problem. Have a beginner's mind, as they say in Zen. Take each time, come to a problem as if it's the first time you're coming to the problem, so you really get to soak in the problem. The 4S approach. So clearly articulate the problem. What is the problem? Then use the Tosca framework, which is trouble, owner, success, constraint, and actors. Example is what is the source of the problem, who owns the problem, who are the what is going to get the success, what will come out, create a successful solution, what are the constraints you're facing, and who are the actors in this problem. Actors are also very important. You'll be surprised how important actors are in any problem. So this gives you an idea of a issue-driven design thinking, hypothesis-driven. Hypothesis-driven involves validating a solution or a hypothesis. Issue-driven involves breaking down the problem into smaller chunks. So employing both analytical and creative thinking generates ideas to evaluate them and prioritize your ideas. So to see the cost and benefit ratio and set sell and set motion. This means implementing solutions that persuade others and craft compelling narrative to back it up with evidence so people buy into your solution, which is very important. If you don't have people buying into your solution, it is very hard to convince anybody to accept your solution. So one is state what the problem is, then structure, show how you can solve the problem, which can be hypothesis driven or issue driven or design thinking. Four is to solve, to employ both analytical and creative thinking and generate ideas to evaluate them and put your ideas in priorities. And the fourth and the most important, which is set in motion or selling, is to bring in everybody into your solution, saying this is how we can solve the solution. Because most problems involve doesn't come from you. Sometimes it may be in your office or in a personal situation. Also, it could be with other people involved in it. And to get everybody involved, you have to sell it. So the key takeaways is in from this is to use these 4 S's which I stated about, and also another famous part of this is to implementing the solution is this creative blend of the 80-20% rule. And those of you who know about this 80-20% rule can use this also uh, when you're talking about analyzing a problem and how to implement the solution. I'll do a separate video on what this 80-20 rule is and not dive into it because it kind of digresses from the main point of this video, which is problem solving. So this systematic approach which you can take can be very invaluable to you. And this kind of problem solving comes only with practice because all of us tend to trigger with emotion immediately and think we are experts. Problem is because we are emotional animals and we're driven by emotions, we tend to react emotionally. So that's why Einstein's quote really underscores the importance of even experts getting trapped in their own expertise. So learn to step back and keep this beginner's frame of mind. Take the problem, create a structure which is going to be the solution, then solve it using the structure which you've created, then sell it so the solution can be implemented. This is what the four S's is about, and I think it's very useful in today's world which we are in to use this as even as an investor, as you're trying to research and learn. This is something which you can also use from seeing what is it that you need to research, finding out what is the problem in your research or what is the problem you need to diversify your portfolio could be the state of the problem which you're in, then create a structure on what you need to research, how you need to research, which is the hypothesis and issue driven solution which you think of, then solving it by actually sitting and doing the research and putting it together, then setting it in motion, which is investing your coffee tiffin money, as Anand says. So this kind of 4S problem solving can be implemented across the board. And once you do this on a regular basis, from being a conscious effort, it becomes subconscious. You're able to apply it without thinking too much about it. I hope you found this video informative and entertaining as always. And it was great to see you guys today morning. I hope you have a fun and productive day at work today. And I'll see you in the next one tomorrow. Thanks.